guys, we are on the way to a hotel in Delhi. We'll have breakfast outside today, and I'll take the opportunity to show you how a German breakfast can look like. It's not 100% exactly like a German breakfast, but it will give you a good idea of what you can have for breakfast in Germany.
Okay, so we are having a look at 3 basic ways of having breakfast in Germany. The first and very important one is everything about bread, which is Brot in German. There are a lot of varieties how you can have that, also very healthy varieties like Vollkornbrot, which is a full grain bread in German. And with it you could just have a coffee or tea or a glass of milk or juice. And it all starts out with you taking slices of bread and you are applying a thin layer of butter. A thin layer, not like fully flooded with butter. And then on top of that butter, you could have different things. For example, sweet things, that's one option, like jam, which is called Marmelade in German. You can also put honey or Nutella, which is pronounced very similar, like just Nutella. Honey would be Honig in German. By the way, these sweet versions are all vegetarian versions. And you can also have bread usually always with hand. So bread is something we touch by hand. We don't have to eat it with fork or knife or anything. Just like also pizza, for example. Pizza is also kind of breadish, dry. So that would also be eaten by hand. Now you can also have salty things with bread, on top of bread, like cheese. That's a slice of cheese here, which is called Käse in German. And a tomato on top, for example, which is called Tomate in German. Now, cheese is not always actually for vegetarians. Very often there's an animal product included. Not always though, so it's best to just ask your salesperson, is it vegetarisch? Vegetarisch would be the word for vegetarian or not. Here, what I'm showing is a slice of salmon, which is obviously non-vegetarian, it's fish. It's a smoked salmon, and you can have a bit of salad on top of it or anything. And what Germans also really like doing is they put sausage on top of bread. And that's not so much my thing. I'm not so much into pork, so yeah. So that would also be an option. Obviously, non-vegetarian. Now, then there's a variety of bread which is called Brötchen, or it's a little hard to pronounce. I'll also point you to the pronunciation lesson in the links. Brötchen is like a small kind of bread. You just cut it in half like shown here and again apply your butter and whatever you want to have on top of it. Sweet stuff or also cheese or anything. Then there's another variety which is this thing called, in German we call it croissant. It's probably completely mispronounced. It's originally a French word. The British English probably call it croissant or something like that. It's kind of sweetish, so it goes better with sweet things like jam, honey, Nutella, or just like that actually. Then the second big option for having breakfast is anything to do with egg, obviously non-vegetarian or vegetarian, I don't know how you call it actually in English. So you could make an omelette or a bullseye or also burji. And you can also just have it with bread and butter on top of it. With it goes orange juice, for example, which is called Orangensaft. Saft is actually the word for juice in general. So, for example, Apfelsaft would be apple juice. So, yeah, that's also an option. And then the third big option here shown here is muesli, which is cereals. Usually what you can find in the supermarket, it's pre-mixed. So there you have a mixture of nuts and different kind of wheats and oats and also raisins, so kishmish. And you can just see what you like, which taste you like. There are different versions with berries, anything. Here in the hotel I had to mix it myself. And of course also yogurt would go with it, or also separately you can of course have yogurt. And you can also have freshly cut fruits in it, for example like shown here, apple or banana, anything. It's a very healthy way of starting the breakfast, and also very simple and very quick. And this is also a good option for vegetarians and non-vegetarians.
So I hope you enjoyed the video. All these terms and a little overview of the content of this video, I also put it in a small PDF, which you can download under the link that I'm giving below the video, or maybe also somewhere in the video. Let's see. If you like the video, click the like button, subscribe to the channel, and see you next time.